Hey you guys, I'm just do a quick video. I'm cooking. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm cooking green bean casserole and two other things. So I'm gonna show you how to do it. This is last minute that I'm gonna show you guys. But anyways, these are freshly picked and cut green beans from bags at the store. I cut the ends and threw away some of the green beans that were basically too bad, and I threw them in the trash can, and I cut some of them in half. I didn't cut some of them in half because I felt like it was long enough for the dish. And then what I did was I rinsed them twice. I let them soak in a little water, then I rinsed them again, and then I put all of them in a pan, which you can see over here. And I didn't really cook them, like cook them. I kind of cooked them a little bit past al dente because we're gonna be baking these for 25 minutes. But I put a little Worcestershire sauce, a little soy sauce, and I always get the soy sauce with like 50% less sodium. And then I got put a little bit of minced garlic, about a spoonful of pretty much each, and then I put some purified water in there just so that it can boil and kind of steam. And I did that just until it got done. So what I'm doing is, the recipe just calls for 4 cups of string beans, but I made this last week and it was so good. So I'm trying to see how many of ratios of 4 cups of string beans am I putting so I can add the ingredients. The recipe calls for 4 cups of string beans, a can of cream of mushroom soup, and I think like a half a cup of milk, and then like a teaspoon of soy sauce. But I'm gonna see how many 4 cups of rations that we have to put. That way I can just double the milk, triple the cans of cream of mushroom, if you get what I'm saying. One, and I already spray my pan down with some Pam. 2, 3, 4. That's 1 and 1, 2, I mean, this is 2. I think 2. I lost count, y'all. Oh. 3, 4. So we're gonna have to double the ingredients, and then 1, 2. So basically we're gonna have to double the ingredients and then put it in half. So 1 cup of milk is gonna turn into, I'm sorry, a half a cup of milk would be 2 and 1/4 cup of milk, and so far so on. So whenever you make a recipe, and let's say it's for like, you know, 2 or 3 people, just double the ingredients to get it to where it's 8 people when it comes to cooking food. Now when it's coming to baking, that's a different story. I recommend just, you know, baking multiple cakes, because that kind of get complicated, because that means it takes longer to cook in the oven, and it's not this type of oven and all that craziness, then it may not come out the same. Now I didn't think it was gonna be this much. So I'm gonna show y'all what I'm about to do. I'm about to pull out this big pan right here. And you know what? I'm gonna just cook it in here. I was gonna put something else in there to cook, but ooh, you know what? I forgot something. Forgot to put the vegetable oil or some type of pan. My oven on 350. We're gonna put this on 350 for 35 minutes. The recipe calls for 25 minutes, but since I'm doing double the portion, we're gonna put a little bit more time. Last minute. But we're gonna use this pan for something else though. That's much better. So it calls for 1 can of mushroom soup, Campbell's. I don't get Campbell's, I always get the store brand. I always tell people, get the store brand. It's the same difference. Now, this can is 10.5 ounces. This can is 26. So, y'all remember what I said? We need to do double what the recipe says, and then we need to do half. So, I know it's a half a cup of milk. So, a half a cup of milk, double is a whole cup, but a half of a cup of milk is 1/4. So we need 1 1/4 cup of milk, meaning we need 10 plus 20 plus half of that, 25, which it'll be about 26 because this is 10.5 ounces. So we're just gonna use this can right here, and I got this just in case if I feel like it looks a little bit too dry. Then yeah, so I'm gonna open this right quick. Oh, I can't open them. Here we go. And I should have opened up all this stuff first, but like I said, I wasn't really planning on recording. So bear with me. Stay up. Y'all listen to the Black Eyed Peas? If you do, tell me your favorite Black Eyed Peas song. 'Cause I just subscribed to them on YouTube and I forgot all about them. And they got some good new music. I don't know about y'all, but I like it. I remember when they first came out in the early 2000s, I was very young. They used to play their music in like the new Scooby-Doo movies, and you know, and then they just kind of went away. I guess it was more groups just similar to them, and I guess they just got lost in the sauce. So the recipe just say add all of this in there. So that's what I'm gonna do. Then I'm gonna put a little Worcestershire sauce in here. Y'all, hold on, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get my phone right quick. You know what? My phone was in here the whole time. I wasn't paying attention. That was my bad. Cause I was like, hold on, did I already have it in there? We're gonna get everything out this can, y'all. What y'all cooking for Thanksgiving? I'm gonna do Thanksgiving by myself this year, just because. Let me look. It's only like about 4 ingredients that we're gonna put in here. I love a simple, really good recipe. So yeah. So teaspoon. I don't know if y'all can see that. This is the recipe. So half a cup of milk. So we need 2 1/4 cup of milk. because of how much we actually have in there. Hold on, y'all, give me 1 second. My kitchen is very small. I do that on purpose. Because I'm one of the people where I don't need a giant house. Because giant houses cost for giant ticket items, and giant ticket items cost for giant problems. So, and yeah, I ain't got time for that. And most of the time, most people, they're either in their room, the bathroom, or the living room most of the time. All them other rooms really don't matter. Alright, so we're going to do the 1/4 first. We're going to go up halfway through that. And then the whole. Now, you can either do whole milk, or you can either do 2%. Me, when I'm baking, I do whole milk. I don't care if the recipe calls for 2%. I always do whole milk when I'm baking. Now, if I'm not baking, I always do 2%. Because, yeah. And the only reason why I do that is because I notice whole milk, it brings it together to where it's not loose. And you have a more of that custard feel versus 2%. You get that looseness, and it's like, I don't think this is what it's supposed to be, but it really is. And I don't know, I'm just kind of weird with the textures, and whole milk always get the texture done. So we're just gonna stir this together. Make sure that every green bean is coated. And y'all, I'm also testing out my both of my camcorder and my camera that I'm recording on now. The batteries then degenerated so bad that when you charge them, nothing happens. So because of that, I had to look for the other options. I had people who claimed they was gonna do it for me. They never did it. When people do weird stuff like that, just do it yourself. I always tell people, do it yourself before you ask other people. Because I can't count on nobody to do nothing for me, but everybody can count on me to do stuff for them. Which to me is crazy. In my eyes, it's crazy. But whatever. I just know. Keep a mental note to myself. But where are my... Oh, here they go. They're hiding. So a teaspoon, so I need 2.5 teaspoons of soy sauce. 1, 2, and we're gonna use the same one, just fill up halfway. And a half. Boom. And then what else? Try just to see. And when they say Frenchies, this is what they're talking about. But I realized when I first did this, I got the Frenchies. But I was like, those cost a lot. So I got these. Because when they not on sale, they $5, $6. These are 2 for $5 at Kroger's. Same thing. Yeah, so y'all can picture this time I got the cheaper one. Oh, and I'm sorry, y'all. 1 can. So 1, 2, 3. Yep. 4. Well, 5 ingredients. I'm sorry. The cream of mushroom, the milk, the soy sauce, green beans, and the Frenchies. I thought it was 4 ingredients, but it's really 5. Another thing that y'all can do. The last time I did it, I put the cup in a bowl, and I just mixed in the cream of mushroom with the milk and the soy sauce, and I just mixed it. I wasn't thinking this time. And yes, I always put just a little bit of Worcestershire sauce in to give it an extra savory flavor. You ain't gotta do that, but The Worcestershire sauce to me for savory dishes like this, it just takes it to that level. You know what? I think I'm gonna just put this in my glass dish. Yeah, I'm gonna switch it over to my glass dish. Now we're gonna add our Frenchies, and we still got some of this left. I'm just gonna put all of this. It said 1 1/3 cup of this, so we're gonna do 2, 3. We're gonna round up to 3.5 to 3 1/4 of a cup. That's about 1 1/2 right there. Let me taste these. They taste exactly like Frenchies. Like, I'm so... Hold on. Actually, they taste better. The cheap ones got a little bit more flavor. Two. And realistically, the recipe only say 1 1/3 cup, but since you're doing double, that's what? 2 1/2, 2 3/4 cup. You're only supposed to add like some of it and then the rest of it sprinkle on top. So you add some of it and you mix it in, and then you sprinkle the rest on top. But realistically, when my first one that I did, first batch got done, it was so good. I was adding more Frenchies on top of mine when I put it in the microwave. So if I were you, you like Frenchies, do your big one. Add as much as you want. We're gonna do the rest of this. Okay. I'm just gonna add it to this glass dish. I already put the oil at the bottom of it. My stove is a mess, but hey, I was cooking other things. It was just easier to mix everything in this. Me, I scrape. When I say I scrape everything out, I mean I'm gonna scrape everything out. Or some people, they may want a little bit more milk in theirs. I always say customize your recipe to how you're liking. And oh y'all, I'm gonna be putting portobello mushrooms. I meant to put it in it, but I kind of forgot until now. So I got these. So I'm gonna give these a quick slice. It's just butter on this plate. That's what that is. I'm gonna give them a quick slice, well, like a rough chop, and then I'm gonna rinse them off. Cause mushrooms always got dirt on it. Alright, that's a rough chop. I'm gonna give these a quick rinse. I forgot to chop up this one. And the only reason why I'm doing portobello mushrooms, I love the extra meatiness that they give any dish. We're just gonna put it out throughout the dish. And then I'm gonna just fold this in since I forgot to put it in the main part. Like I said, you don't have to do this either. I know some people, they would pan sear their string beans in bacon fat, and they'll do other things. Just know every recipe that you do, I always tell people, make it your own. Make it better, so that other people can try it and edit it, and before you know it, it's gonna be something completely different. They're gonna start substituting the string beans for a whole nother vegetable. And you be like, how we get from that to this? This is not even a casserole anymore. I'm just kind of, oops, losing some on the floor. I'm kind of just folding everything in. Oops. Put that up in there. And hold on, there's a lot of juices in this little corner. Alrighty, let's get this as flat as possible. Let's give it a quick pat down, and then I got another can. These cans of fried onions were 2 for $5 at Kroger. I got 2 of them because I knew I was going to be making a really big pan of it. Here's the second pan, and these are so hard to find. They had these on the bottom shelf. And I'm just looking through the aisle like, where is it? Where's it at? There it is. Hold on. Honest with you, let me put this whole thing on there. Y'all didn't see that. Alright. Into the oven for anywhere from 25 to 40 minutes. It's a bigger pan, so it may take the whole 30 to 35 minutes. So, yeah, and we'll be back. Now I want y'all to take a real good look at this. Y'all see that? How bubbling it is? Y'all see them bubbles? It is done. Now I'm gonna get a little tiny little bowl. Give me a little taste. Give me 1 second. I can't wait to taste this, y'all. I need my big spoon with the holes in it. Now, I like to get the corner Y'all see that? Give me a few of the mushrooms. Just enough cream of mushroom. Yes. I'll drop one. Give me a little bit more. A little bit more. This is gonna be my breakfast. Y'all see that? The smoking spoon. Anyways, I need me a fork. And get a few more of these crunchy crunches on top of that. I think I'm gonna go to the store and get me another thing of this, of the French onions. Now let's taste. That's a piece of mushroom. Let's taste it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that mushroom. Ooh, I love that mushroom. It got all that creamy mushroom flavor in that portobello mushroom. Y'all see that? Look at the steam off of that bad boy. Well, I did this more than, I think it was right at 35-40 minutes. I put it on the top rack of the stove. That's so good. So, ooh. You guys, the next thing I'm going to be making are, this recipe I seen on Facebook. They're called, angel biscuits. I'm going to be making those. I'm going to also be making, parchment paper chicken breasts and vegetables. It's a weird name. I'm not really sure what the other people call it. Turn off my stove. That's what I call it. And I think I'm gonna make a cake. I'm just not sure what type of cake, or maybe some type of pie. And then tonight you will see, hopefully I get the posters today on Sunday. So hopefully tonight I post it, and tonight I will make me a plate of everything. You can see everything on a plate. Alright, cheers. Hello you guys. So I meant to show you guys how I'll cook this, how I put everything together. Basically, I put all of the flour, sugar, baking powder, baking soda, buttermilk, shortening, and butter. That's what these are, basically angel biscuits. So I put all the dry ingredients. So I put it was like 5 cups of sugar. I mean, I'm sorry, 5 cups of flour. Then it was like yeah, 5 cups of flour, and I think a half a cup of sugar, a tablespoon of baking powder, and I think a teaspoon of baking soda. And I had, basically what I did was I put it all in a bag and just shook it up. And then I had my fats. The fats were a half a cup of shortening. I got the butter flavored shortening and a half a cup of unsalted butter. The recipe I think also calls for salt. I didn't have no salt, so we're just not gonna add it. But add it if you like. I mean, realistically, you can probably get some salted butter and probably get the same thing. So what I'm doing, I'm just working the dough so it's not sticky. I had a bowling pin somewhere. I don't even know where it's at, to be honest with you. I may not even use it. Oh, I'm watching this video on YouTube, y'all. Alright. So I'm kneading. Let me look one more area for that pen. Dang, I wish I had that rolling pin. Give me 1 second. Here it is. I'm about to say, I know I got a rolling pin. Alright. Dust the rolling pin off a little bit. Dust my fingers off. And the recipe also calls for 2 cups of buttermilk and 2 tablespoons of dry acting yeast. Basically, to activate the yeast, you get some warm water. You get 1/4 cup of warm water to actually activate the yeast. I'm going to be putting the recipe below for you guys. And I'm just working it. We just gonna work it. And this is more so on the wetter side, to be honest with you. But it says 1 inch, working until it's flat and to get about 1 inch of thickness. So I'm trying to do as much as I can. Y'all know my kitchen is real small, so ain't got that much space. But we're gonna make it do what it do. And these are called Angel Fluff biscuits. I have an aunt in Chicago makes the best homemade biscuits. I remember her biscuits. I was like, wow, these biscuits are good than a mug. I always wonder how she made those biscuits. That's that yeast putting them bubbles up in here, y'all. Okay, this is gonna have to do. I tried to find a what they call it. I tried to find a trying to think, what do they call it? Y'all, my words are not working on this video. I don't know why. I tried to find a cookie cutter. Do you know, I went to Big Lots. These people had a unicorn shaped cookie cutter. I'm like, I don't want that. I do not want that. Then I was talking to somebody on the phone and telling them of my dilemma. They was like, I went there 2 weeks ago looking for the same thing. And they was like, who is shopping here? 5-year-olds? So, yeah. Don't go to Big Lots to get no cookie cutter because you're going to get a unicorn, a weird shaped cookie. That's the only cookie cutter that they sell. To me, that's extremely dumb. If you ask me. Alright. Ooh, let me just put... I should have rinsed this out before I did these biscuits. But whatever. Alright, even though this is a non-stick sheet, I'm going to add some oil to it. And you know, I forgot to preheat the oven. But that is completely fine. right. So I'm just gonna look at the directions to see. Preheat oven to 400 degrees. I have an electric oven, so I'm gonna do 375, and it should be good and hot by the time I get done. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get this cup right here, and I'm gonna start making my molds out of that. Get some of this flour. I think this dough is expanding. Y'all see that? Or y'all can do any shape y'all want to do. This is just a shape that I'm gonna do. But I guarantee you, unicorn shaped biscuits will probably never happen for you, because the way, you know, you put all the baking soda and the baking powder, and it's gonna expand. So realistically, it don't make no sense to do that. Like, it really don't, unless you just got kids and you want them to, I don't know. I just, when I seen that, I said y'all would have every shape but the regular old school shape that I actually want. I just laughed. I was like, alrighty. See that? It ain't gotta be perfect at all. I'm trying to look at these. You know what? I'm gonna do one more. I'm just gonna form this into a biscuit. Alright, so this is what we got. I've never made biscuits like this before. I've made buttermilk biscuits. I guess this would be similar to a buttermilk biscuit recipe, I'm assuming. Let me rinse this out right quick. Y'all, every time I try to do my cash videos, something weird would happen to where I couldn't do it. Not even gonna lie. I've been trying to post this one video for so long. Y'all just don't understand. I will try to squeeze it in today. After I get done cooking. After I get done washing clothes, I gotta work tomorrow. Like, y'all just don't understand. load this one up. Why that Ariana Grande song is just in my head. Right. Coming along, y'all. It's coming along. Excuse me, y'all. Y'all see these? Now I'm gonna get a few more biscuits. Remember, this dough is kind of sticky. What I'm gonna do is, excuse me, y'all. I'm gonna make one big biscuit on the small one. If these biscuits turn out really good, I'm gonna make them for Thanksgiving. Now let's put these bad boys in the oven. And we'll be right back. Right, you guys, so our biscuits are done. It said 15 to 20 minutes, but I took it out around 12-13 minutes because they wasn't really starting to burn. So it just depends on the type of oven. And let me bring one up to you. Brown on the bottom. I should have brushed it with butter. I'm new to baking biscuits, so it's a learning process for me. I'm gonna cut this one open. Let's get a quick peek of what it looks like. Ooh, y'all see that? Oh my goodness, these smell so good. These are the biscuits. Oh my goodness. So fluffy. So fluffy. Alright. And oh, here's the other tray. This one kind of burnt. Just that one burnt. I think my oven is kind of uneven when it comes to cooking. It's a weird electric oven. I don't like electric ovens. Y'all see that? Okay. I can dig it. Alright. Now all I gotta do is make my smashed potatoes, my smashed potato dip, cookies, and my chicken breast. And once I get done with all three of those things, I'm gonna show you everything together. Alright, see you in a bit. Okay, let's try this to get my battery actually died on us. But that's fine. I got a new battery. That one's on the charger. Hopefully this one don't fail us. So these are parchment paper chicken breast savory wraps. So basically, I slice red onions and red bell peppers, or as close as red as you can get, or whatever you got. Slice it up, put some oil on them, and then put your favorite seasoning. Not any particular seasoning. If you just want salt and pepper, just put that on there. Me, I put salt, pepper, garlic, and a little soy sauce. And then I did the same thing with the chicken breast. I cut the chicken breast in half and seasoned it up real good, and then put oil on it. Okay, so you see we got some mixture. We get some chicken breast. So basically, like, the chicken breast is just going to sit on top of the mixture. Now, if you don't know, the vegetables, when they cook, they create water. And that's what we want. A little bit more. So we want to put a nice hefty amount, not too much, because we want some for the rest. Basically, I'm gonna fill up this pan and numerous other pans. Like, I'm gonna fill up this, and I got a glass pan that's gonna get filled up. I got 2 packs of chicken breast, so I probably about 20. I think I sliced in half. No, I sliced like 10 of them in half. So we're gonna have about 20 personal servings. So we'll be back when the chicken breast get done. Alright, you guys, so this recipe, I like to call it parchment paper chicken breast. And I'm going to change out my battery, because my battery looks like it's about to die. So I'm going to do one and show you. Hopefully it doesn't die on us. I got to be real quick. I didn't even realize it was going dead. Basically, I already I seasoned my chicken breast. I seasoned the bell peppers and the red bell peppers and the red onions, and I put oil on. You can either use vegetable oil, any type of oil that you want, and they put any seasoning that you want on the chicken breast and the vegetables. You put your mixture on the bottom of the parchment paper. And then you put the meat in the middle. Then you put vegetables on top. And you wrap it up. And then you put it face down like that. And that's it. So I'm gonna... Alright, so I meant to record this, but I hurried up and put these ingredients together. Basically, I did the melted butter method. A half a cup of melted butter. 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. I think a half a teaspoon of baking soda. I found these new cream cheese chocolate chips at Walmart. So I was like, we're gonna try those out. The milk chocolate chips. And 1 1/3 cup of flour. And what else did I add in here? A half a cup of granulated sugar, 1/4 cup of packed brown sugar. I think that's about it. I'm gonna post the recipe for you guys. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just put it in the pan. I don't feel like forming no cookies. We just gonna bake the whole thing in a pan. So I'm gonna show you guys that. Alright, so I just dumped everything in this pan. You could go for a larger pan if you just want a big sheet, but it'll be a lot thinner and it won't take that long to cook. I want thick, small cookies. Or you can have thin, longer cookies. However you like it. So I'm trying to get it all the same length. I taste my cookie dough. I always taste it before I put it in the oven. Because if you like the way the cookie dough tastes, you're going to like the way the cookie tastes. You see that? Beautiful, ain't it? Throw this in the oven. Just throw it in the oven until it pretty much get done. When I kind of go do stuff like this, you just gotta kind of keep an eye on it. So just until it get done, so just keep checking on it and just putting the butter knife in it to make sure it comes out clean. And that's when it's done. And I'll show you when it gets done. You guys, I was not recording. I'm sure, like, why my thing going black? I wasn't recording. But basically what I was just doing, I broke open the biggest pieces of the chicken breast for each tray. And I'm trying a little piece, breaking it apart to make sure that it is done completely. Y'all see that? It look white and light skin with little specks of seasoning, but that's what you want. I'm gonna put this to the side. Give me 1 second. Let me pull the camera up for you guys. Yeah, this is the big boy over here. Alright, let's get one of these, the biggest bad boy, and bust that thing open. Hold on, let me get a plate for this. So I want you guys to actually see. We're getting the biggest packet. Remember, if the biggest one is done, everything else is done as well. Y'all see that? Oh, give me 1 second. Let me put the camera down. I know y'all like, these angles are horrible. Hold on. There we go. Let me zoom in. Y'all see that steam? Look at that bad boy. Y'all see that? Look. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Pull straight apart. That's what you want to see. And every time you warm it up, I like to warm mine up in the packet. That way you keep all that moisture. Or put a wet paper towel over the bowl. Warm it up like that. I'm just tearing it apart to make sure everything done. Oh yeah, tasting it. All those vegetables. Ooh. Little onion. Little onion. Y'all see that? Ooh. Fingers are burning. That's what we want to see. So our chicken breast is actually done. Okay. So now we just gotta make our smashed potatoes with the smashed potato sauce. It's like a white sauce with Dijon and fresh dill. It's real easy. And then our cookies are in the oven. And then after I do all of that, we're gonna plate this, and y'all, we're gonna eat. Thank you, Jesus. Everything on this plate, homemade. I clean up my kitchen, but homemade. I'm ready to eat. Portobello mushroom and green bean casserole, chicken breast and vegetables, smashed potatoes and the dill sauce, homemade buttermilk biscuits. Yum yum, eat 'em up.